Thank you very much for all your support and your participation in these meetings, which of course are very important because we are building together a different model to face the pandemic. ALBA through concrete facts, solidarity expressed by our brothers in Cuba and Venezuela, in the Eastern Caribbean, the construction of the creation of a vaccine bank and a medicine bank are examples that we wish they would go all over the world so that they will help us to face this and other challenges. I will now read the draft of the declaration of the 21st meeting of the Political Council of ALBA-TCP, which we will put at your consideration. The foreign minister the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Bolivarian Alliance, in the occasion of the 21st meeting of the Political Council, held virtually on March 1st, 2021, we ratify our commitment with the Latin American and Caribbean integration that allows us to face together the attempts of domination from the Northern Empire and the threats to peace and stability, and our support to the respect of human rights, no interference in internal affairs of country, we also reject the use of force reflected in the proclaim of Latin America and the Caribbean as a zone of peace. Secondly, we denounce the imperialist action of Western countries, especially the United States, that even in moments of deep economic crisis sparked by the COVID-19 pandemic, they don't cease in their attempt to submit sovereign countries as Iran and Syria. We recall in this sense the call of the UN Secretary General, a ceasefire in the whole world, in every corner of the world. We demand the lift of coercive unilateral measures implemented by the United States that present obstacles to the affected countries in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic, especially to Venezuela and Nicaragua. Fourthly, we reiterate the call made by the Special Rapporteur of the UN on the negative impact of the coercive measures so that the United States, the European Union, and other states lift their sanctions imposed to the people against the people of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. Fifthly, we call for the immediate and unconditional end of the economic financial blockade of the U.S. against Cuba, and we demand the end of the possibility to be able to present case in the United States courts in regards to the third article of the Helms-Burton law. Thirdly, we reject all terrorism actions in all cases all over the world, even in the cases where states are directly or indirectly involved, which is completely it cannot be justified no matter the motivations. Seventhly, we firmly condemn the qualification of Cuba as a country that sponsors terrorism by the government of the U.S. and its inclusion of the Department of State list. Eighthly, we express our deep regret for the death caused by the pandemic in the world, and especially in our region. In the face of these devastating impacts of the different crises sparked by the COVID-19, we need to have a coordinated and joint response that guarantees the recovery of our economy, that allows us to strengthen the development of our country, as well as the eradication of poverty. We recognize that all peoples, in particular those in Caribbean and Central Caribbean, we are extremely vulnerable to the climate change effects and natural disasters. Different countries of the Alliance suffered recently the effects sparked by strong meteorological phenomena. For this reason, country members of ALBA-TCP continue to defend the importance of the recognition of damages and prejudice in the multilateral effects for financing in climate change. We reaffirm that the unfair international financing system and the inclusion in non-cooperative lists puts in danger small economies of the Caribbean. This situation is aggravated by the pandemic, since we report a decrease in tourism is one of the main sectors for its income, and they need their financing for international funds. That's why we demand for them a fair, special, and different treatment. We must work together on the basis of mass vaccination against COVID-19 as a public good. We need an equitable distribution that allows to protect the poorer and most vulnerable. Our people need the right to have access to all the necessary health products, efficient, which are all needed for the response against the pandemic, and that all obstacles that difficult access to medicine, equipment, and resources are eliminated. We denounce the hoarding of vaccines that stronger countries have been part of. We insist in the urgency of taking care of the special necessities of countries in the Caribbean that would benefit from the cooperation to prevent and face the pandemic. We recognize the giant effort of health workers, science, and health personnel to fight the pandemic in different regions of the world, to defend the right to health and life, putting at risk their own life. We highlight the leadership of the World Health Organization in the process of coordination and struggle against the pandemic. We recognize the contribution of Cuba to the response of the pandemic, despite the complex circumstances imposed by the strengthening of the economic blockade of the U.S. and the campaign of the government of that country to discredit and sabotage the cooperation in terms of health that Cuba offers in different countries that has benefited millions of people. We recognize the humanitarian labor of the Cuban Brigade Henry Reeve and their support in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic in countries of ALBA-TCP and other nations in the world. We welcome the different initiatives to formally register the candidacy of this brigade to the Nobel Peace Prize 2021. We congratulate the Bolivian people for the recovery of democracy, thanks to unity and the work of social movements and the indigenous people. This brought as a result important development, especially in the health sector. In the last 100 days, the government led by Luis Arce. We reiterate the commitment of member countries of ALBA-TCP to taking care of the most important necessity and guarantee food to the peoples that are vulnerable, highlighting that the production system and distribution system are essential for the viability and to reach the SDGs. We welcome the agreements reached in